Welcome everybody to this tutorial about how to use Obsidian for Peace Corps volunteers. My name is Kyle. I am a volunteer serving in Timor-Leste as a Community and Economic Development Coordinator, and I've been using Obsidian for about a year and a half now in my role as the Peace Corps. Alright, so Obsidian is a software that you can use to organize a lot of your life. So files, projects, the people that you know, whatever it may be. I'm going to show you how you can use Obsidian, the software, for your work as a Peace Corps volunteer. You can use Obsidian on your Windows computer. You can use it on your Apple computer. You can use it on your phone, iPad, whatever it may be. It's cross-platform. It's not online because it is primarily offline. It uses local files, which is really good for Peace Corps volunteers who often don't have reliable internet access. It also offers a lot of flexibility through plugins. You can see some plugins here that I use, and you're going to be seeing some more during this tutorial. And of course, you can also customize it how it looks through themes. It's also completely free. You can add on additional capabilities such as real-time syncing if you want to, and also there's a publish feature that you can pay for, but that is not needed at all for use as a Peace Corps volunteer, and I certainly don't pay for it. Alright, so I want to start off with my home screen. So this is what I use every day. You can see here I have my day plan with my mission for the day, what I'm going to do, daily events, and anything else I need to do, general to-do items, and then my aggregated tasks. And I'm going to go over all those later, but I want to show you that this is editable right here. And I also want to show that this is a canvas. So a canvas is a way for you to put a bunch of different files, whatever it may be, together, photos, and you can link different things together. So right now, for example, I'm just going to throw in this PDF, and then you can do arrows, whatever you want. A lot of customization there. Alright. So my basic structure is I start with my inbox. This is where notes go, where I'm just thinking about whatever I need to do that day, and I haven't yet placed it in the rest of the system. Organizational is where I have information about my community. So for example, this is language learning resources for me. I have to learn Tetun, locations in my community. So for example, this is my general location information that has information about my community, geography, that kind of thing. The organizations that I work with, and we're going to go into more detail in a moment about that. You can see, for example, information about different organizations that I work with, the type of organization they are, and also location information, which will be important later. People, so this is a list of all the people that I work with, the associated organization that they are involved with, different projects that they're involved with, and contact information. Some just random writings, as you can see. This is where I put, for example, the transcript for this video. Next, you can see the section is projects. So this folder is where I keep all my project information. Some of them are nested into sub-projects if they're particularly large, so, but otherwise it's just a file. I also keep a list of on-deck projects, things that I might want to do in the future, that you can see there. And I also have an all projects folder, which uses a data view, and I will go over that in a moment, how to create this. And it shows all the projects that I have along with their status. Alright, then the day plan, this is what you were able to see from the home screen. You can see day plan, general to-do items here, and then also aggregated tasks here. Alright, so that is an overview of my setup, but now I want to talk a little bit about how I deal with people. So I want to show that you can link notes together. So this is a very essential feature in Obsidian. So for example, people notes. I have this person template I linked by doing bracket, bracket, and then you can see that a bunch of things link. So I want to type in, for example, this is one of my counterparts, and I just click his name, and I'm taken immediately there. I can also, which is really cool, use the control button and see a preview without going into that new file. I also, if I want to, can click control, press it, and then drag it to wherever I want. So I want to drag it to the side, I want to drag it underneath maybe, I want to drag this one to the side. There's really unlimited type customization that you can do with this, which is very, very convenient and nice. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, now we don't need that link anymore, so I'm going to remove that. Okay, I also have organization notes. So for each organization in my community that I work with, I have different information about that, related people, meeting note links. I'll explain these a bit later. But I will show you an example organization quickly. So for example, under organizations, I work with this hotel, and you can see different things that I have for them. And I also have this convenient thing right here, addition as well. Organizational chart. So this is something that all Peace Corps volunteers should have. This is a list of different organizations in the community, government, ministries, that kind of thing, nonprofit organizations, that kind of thing, how they all link together. Very useful when you're trying to get a good understanding of your community, especially for that community entry toolkit stuff. I also have a legend right here, and this is using the canvas view for context. Alright, you can also see that with an organization I can put the location. So I want to quickly go over the map view. We're going to go over it later in a moment. But here is a map view of my community with different locations of organizations, projects, businesses that I work with, people, that kind of thing. Incredibly useful to quickly get an overview of the community. And you can filter these things as well, which is super nice. So if I want to filter, for example, by tag, I want to tag accommodations, for example. These are all the accommodations that I work with, trying to help with tourism for them. So that's super useful. Okay, so project management. So this is the bulk of my work. So you can see a bunch of projects right here, right? And you were able to see earlier that I have projects. So let's see if I can tag, and I believe I have a project tag. That's right. So here I can show some of the projects I'm working on in my community. And that changes the icon for the various locations based on the tags that you use. So for a given project, so let's see, for example, for this project, beach improvement projects, let's say I want to do this. For a given project, I put the location, I have tags, so what the project's about, the people that are associated with it, and then the organization that's associated with it as well. And then any information I can have. You can see I can link files. I can put in to-do items simply by, one moment, just do this, and you can put in to-do items for that project, and then photos, of course, as well. Very useful. Now I can also show all of my projects, which you saw earlier. It's very convenient. And I can see all of my projects right here, which is very useful. Let's see. Okay, next. A lot of people in Peace Corps have meetings, right? Here's a meeting template that I use. I put the date, location, organization, attendees, summary. You know, just the basic stuff. Very useful. And then I'm able to see an overview of my meetings, which is nice. So all meetings, and I can see meetings that I've attended, and you know, that kind of thing. Very nice to be able to do. I also, for my community, do a weekly update. So here you can see that. So this is in Tetun because I send it to my community who speaks Tetun. But I tell them about the projects I'm working on and the status of those projects. I also up here have important information, questions. If I need help with something, I ask for that. And then I am able to just quickly export that as a PDF, which is a nice, convenient feature Okay, now I'm going to go over my teaching system. So, like many of you, I teach English, some other stuff in my community. This is my preschool class template, and as you can see, I'm able to just use this, and I fill it out every time, which is super nice. And then I organize it in this teaching folder under classes, PS English for preschool, and then those are all my classes. And then let me find a good file. Oh, that's not right. Those aren't animals. Alright, so here are some different activities that I do. I can link the PDF, of course, that you can see. And then I also do movies. So I show that I need to start Lion King at 1:13 because that's where we stopped last week. Yeah, but that is an overview of classes. Very convenient and easy to make a new file for that, and you can include the date information, a summary of the class, that kind of thing as well, as you choose. Now let's go over task management. So you were able to see my tasks already in my home screen view, but this is aggregated tasks, as you can see here. And this was created using data view. So this basic data view query builder makes it very easy for you to create these kind of views where it summarizes a bunch of different files. Yeah, so you can see this kind of code. It's a bit confusing, but it's easy to create using this website. So unfortunately my internet's out right now, but you can check here, and it'll go and help you make that data view query quite simply. Next is the map. So here's the map view. And I really love this view. You can search through different queries. You can see your projects, organizations, people, whatever you want to see. Different places. I have churches, local schools, local NGOs, that kind of stuff. You can create filters for specific projects. So this is my beach improvement filter that has small projects that all are encapsulated in one larger project, which is very nice. Really good way to visualize your community. Finally, you should research more. There's so many tutorials online about Obsidian. Just go on YouTube and type in Obsidian tutorials, and then also just try out your own setup. You should figure it out yourself, what you like, what works for you. And Obsidian might not work for you. I mean, it works well for me, but definitely try out different tools, see what works. There's a lot of options out there for this kind of thing. So just figure it out, and good luck with your Peace Corps service. Hope this has been helpful. Thank you.